Hello, everyone. Dude, Rex, congrats, bro. That's a huge milestone. I feel like a few people have had that recently, and I'm so proud of you, bro. Good to see the green encore. Dude, it does kind of like vibe with the desk nice. I do kind of want to swap the wood around. I feel like the maple would also go pretty hard on this too, but I think it looks cool. How are you guys doing? Everyone doing okay? It's Tuesday. I thought yesterday was Tuesday, which I'm kind of sad about, but you know, it is what it is. Need to get some wood keycaps for it. Did they make wood keycaps? I wasn't even aware they did. Let me look. Let me Google this real quick. Also, apparently there's gonna be a big sale on KBD fans. Wood keycaps. Oh, they do. What? I don't know if these are good, but some of these seem like Amazon links. I've only seen sets on AliExpress. I'm scared to try them. Gargle, me too, bro. Comic, what's up, man? How's it going today? It's been busy. I had to run out, drop some mail off, pick up some mail, got some client boards in, heard news of the tariffs, which is like something, you know. Ritzer, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate that, man. I actually wanted to talk to you guys about that as well, in like a two-part fashion. I guess we'll kind of start now, but I hope everyone's doing well, first of all. Glad to see everyone here. When it comes down to, I had some like long talks about this today. Essentially, I want to not reassure people because I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know. But there's a lot of brands doing as much as they can right now to mitigate price hikes for people. So like the brands don't want this either. Vendors don't want this, obviously. Like people don't want you guys to spend more when the money's going to go to like basically nothing. We live in a little bit of uncertain times. Like this is affecting a wide variety of people. I know we've been seeing some chatter about it in the Discord, which by all means keep chatting about it, guys. Like I think it's important to. But what I will say is let's just try to, you know, like for me, the core of the hobby will forever be the community we've created. So, you know, while we're all kind of going through these unfortunate, uncertain, turbulent times, if we ever feel anger or resentment, you know, like you can feel those things, but let's just turn to each other for some like support and moral and just, you know, good feelings. Because this is the part of the hobby that we don't want to break. I don't want to say we can't. Well, we don't want to lose this part, like the community aspect of things. So just a little reminder when it comes to that. When it comes down to the Manta, the second part of what I wanted to say, Bull said it very well in the Discord. Me and Bull have already talked about this. We've waited already. Like we're not in a rush to do this project, by the way. Like the Manta was meant to be like an all-in, no sparing costs build. We're not gonna rush just to put it out. If it means we have to wait a little while until tariffs calm down, then we're probably gonna wait. We're still getting in the prototypes, so we can still have some fun with that. But again, we're probably gonna just figure it out and kind of go with the flow on that. So, no, I should show the soju caps today. Maybe we'll do that today. Maybe we'll use them for, I don't know what color Alice Duo we got. So anyways, yeah, like, again, all I want to say is I cannot predict what's going to happen. You know, there's going to be unfortunate side effects, I'm guessing. We're all going to feel it in every aspect. You know, I'm Canadian and I'm definitely going to feel it as well. But let's be calm about it and just remember we at least have each other. And then the other last thing I wanted to bring up was I've already, you know, I made a joke about it in Discord, but I've already had a few people reach out about me sourcing parts, or people shipping direct to me to kind of get around things. I get it, and I've always allowed people to ship direct to me, but I would ask that if it's going to happen, we need to do some more communication. And then I also was thinking that's probably going to happen more often. I'm probably going to stock more Switch choices so people don't have to order from like 16 different stores. So I will most likely be stocking other Switch choices if you guys need build commissions done and then sent to you guys in the US or wherever you guys are. So just as a little heads up, that service won't stop. But I think just to make it easier, if it's cool with you guys, like I get people are going to want whatever Switches they want. And if you guys want to source those and send them to me, go for it. But I probably will stock a few extra Switches just for you guys too. So, and that's basically it. If you can find a way to make it sustainable and feasible, that would be great. But otherwise, don't force yourself. I mean, I kind of already am stocking Switches. I just need a few more. That's it. Order 20,000 unlubed MX2As. I mean, I already have like, this is one bag of many. We already got those here, bro. We already got MX2As. They're unlubed too. So, just a heads up, shipping direct to Alex to dodge tariffs might actually be a form of fraud. Be careful. No, it's not actually, Gingy. Because they're getting service done. You're getting service done. There's actually like something happening. It's not just like, yeah, it's not. I've already looked into it. If I'm wrong, that's cool. Yeah, I've already looked into it. There's actual things that are being done. There's also, you get like a show out of it, entertainment. So the keyboard prepper. Holy hell, this is one handsome guy. Thank you, Flick. Appreciate it, man. If I ship an Encore... Wait, an Encore? Can I ship keycaps as well? Sorry. If I ship and Encore? Or like an Encore? Do you mean like you want to ship an Encore to me? I'll be honest. I think the one thing that I don't recommend you guys shipping to me is keycaps. They kind of just take up space in the box. They're kind of pointless to ship to me. Like, unless you guys really want to see me use those specific keycaps. But, I don't know. I feel like the keycaps end up kind of just adding to the... To the cost of the package, so... Alex needs to stock more keycaps. Do I? I don't think I have the space anymore, so... all Pocket Nixies will be swished. Oh gosh, that's disgusting. Okay, so Alex doesn't want us doing Gambas anymore. Got it. It's not that, man. It's just I don't have space for more like boxes of keycaps. You know what I mean? All right. So the other thing that we're going to be doing today is building the QK Alice Duo, which is right over here. Now, I want to also state this. I'm really excited to build this, first of all. However, I also don't really know, again, with how turbulent all the prices for things are right now, I'm going to tell you guys the listed price. But the answer is, this might change. So, please take the price with a grain of salt. I'm assuming they've already maybe thought of all this, but I mean, there was an announcement this morning that there's another 50% tariffs. So we'll go through some of the specs of this, just to kind of give you a quick little, what's it called? Quick little price point here. It's gonna roughly be total $289 excluding shipping. Again, shipping might vary. A lot of stuff might vary. We'll just call it $289 US and call it a day right now when it comes to pricing. TBD. Vendors are also TBD. So we're just going to build it today. We're going to review it. They did send this out to us. This is sponsored because they are letting me keep this. So we're going to take a look. We're going to be as honest as possibly can. And kind of just take a look at what features this guy has to offer. I'll be honest. There's a lot of cool things in this. There is a lot of really, really cool things in this package. Also, the case for this is the biggest case I've seen from QWERTY Keys yet. Like, this has to be the biggest thing, dude. I did peek inside, only like this, because I wanted to see what was inside here, but I didn't undo this one here. I just wanted to see if there was any stabs, which I couldn't see, so I probably will have to use stabilizers. But I also don't know if we got 1.6mm PCB or 1.2mm PCB. So, how big is that case? I mean, look at the size comparison to the keyboard. I also changed up a little bit of the colors on my stream. I finally took a moment to fix some of them. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the colors? I just made it a bit warmer, that's all. And I made the shadows look a little bit nicer too. All right. There's also, actually, before we even open this, there are 10 colors. Spray coated, there's pink, pastel yellow, cream, black, and mint. And I know there's lilac, ice blue, silver, red, and sand gold. And then the wireless pod, which you guys will see, will have the matching color to go with it. So, the smile was so genuine. Oh my god, Alex, thank you, fried. I'm actually really excited to do this one because I think this board here has a lot of cool features to it. Ooh, is this gold? Wait. Ooh, this is freaking awesome looking. I think this might be considered sand gold. I would assume this would be sand gold because it also looks anode. This is nice. I like this little duo face they got going on over here too. All right, so right away we can see there's a pogo pin. I already know a little bit about the build here, but we'll take a little bit more. There's also an adjustable foot mechanism on the bottom that can allow a different tilt, which I think is super freaking cool. This looks good. Okay, we'll open these up. And then here is the other really interesting part about this build. This is a receiver. And this also acts as the charging station for the Alice Duo. And it uses these magnetic kind of connectors, so the pogo pins basically. I think this is really, really, really cool. Absolutely horrid. Well, Gingy, it's your opinion. Apiary, thank you so much for the rate of 55. How are you doing, Marcia? This is nice. Even a little volume knob on this guy. And apparently this also has like a charge indicator. Oh yeah, I guess this would be kind of it here. Oh, my camera's not liking this. Let me change this up here. Yeah, it's just because the all black case. See how there's like a right power and left power? You know, dude swapping right and shit. I mean, Gingy, again, that's just your preference though. I actually don't mind the arrows on the Alice. You have to remember that, Gingy. And you're valid for having that, but everyone's going to have a little bit of a different opinion. So there's the left and right side, and then we have the accessories. I hope there's stabs in here, man. Did they give us gift stabs this time? Is there? I don't think there's gift stabs this time. I'm so smooge. Oh, here are the charging cables, by the way. So I'll show you guys how these work. These actually seemed really cool. I like the whole concept of this a lot. Okay, I'm gonna put these back in here, but this is just a switch puller and keycap puller and a screwdriver, which we're just not gonna bother looking at today. All right. Put this to the side. Actually, no, I'll put that back in the box here. I don't want to make this a little bit too crazy today, so let's do that. And then what do I get in here? Holy cow, this is a lot of stuff. PCB and plates. What's this piece? Oh, these are those little... Okay. Some of this stuff I might have to double check what they're for, because there's a lot of pieces. Oh, there is stabs. Nice. I wonder if the stabs will be considered a gift. I would assume so. And then we have plates, and then we have foam, which I actually might build this with foam today, guys. Not for nothing. I just think I like Alice's with foam, so today might be a foam build. And these are the wrist rests, which we'll take a look at these at the very end of the build. But these are wrist rests here, so let's put those to the side. You can keep them, Alex. Tell them I said it's okay. I wish the cables were just USB-C instead of their own proprietary cable. I was going to talk about that a little bit, because we're going to open these up and I'll show you guys. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it when it comes to proprietary cables. Like, in this particular case, I don't know, I feel like I don't mind, but I also understand that, like, just having a universal cable is usually the go-to move, you know? Like, I also prefer having just one singular cable you'd go to. Like, I get it. But the smiley in the box, I know they have... Let me show you guys this too. They have that little duo smiley that even kind of extends onto this little magnetic accent piece on the keyboard. I really like the logo for this board. I gotta remove this piece of tape as well. I hope more boards go pogo pin, so it's so convenient. Yeah, they did go pogo pin here. If you guys notice though, can I have a little pointer or something? Little whatever. I'll use the back of this brush here. There is screws, so this is not going to be, you know, the catch ball system or the ball catch system. This is going to be internal hidden screws. Again, you know what? After having gone back and forth with pogo pins, I'm more than happy to just use these. So I think with pogo pins, or sorry, the catch ball system, there's just too much that potentially can go wrong. That at this point here, like, I'm a little over. So this board is so pretty. Yeah, once I get everything unboxed here, we'll go through it a little more in depth here. I don't know. I haven't even unboxed the PCB yet. But let's actually take these off. Yeah. When it's done incorrectly, the ball catch system can be a bit confusing and just annoying. I don't know if there's an additional sheet. Oh, there is. Wow. Okay, I'll show you guys one side of this right now. Wow, that looks... I gotta admit, guys. Oh, look, there's me. This is something, man. This is, and again, PVD or stainless or whatever, polished. You know, when it's a mirror finish, normally I'm like, whatever. But it does look really good here. Damn, this looks super sweet, dude. Little button over here. Wow, this, even the internals, you know, we have those little stepped internals to help break up some sound. I love that. I do see some Phillips screws, which is interesting. And then they have this, which is, you can basically flip this up, and then suddenly you get an angle on this. Well, this one here would be on this side, but. So you get these little, like, raisable feet, which I think, even past having this cool receiver that, you know, they're boasting an 8K polling rate, which I feel like it's cool to have that on paper, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've used 8K polling rate as someone who's a very casual gamer. It does nothing for me, but it's a cool feature to have, I guess. This, I think, is the major selling point for me. This little, whatever you want to call this, riser, this little thing here. I think that is absolutely sweet, dude. It almost feels a bit genius, which, I mean, this could affect some of the sound profile, but I think most people, when it comes to an Alice board like this, tenting mechanism, yeah, sorry, what did I say? Did I say something stupid? Sorry, guys. I think people are probably going to build this with foam. So, stability, we can give a go here. I mean, like, guys, this is, I had to put a lot of pressure to put that down like that. So that is pretty good. Like, it's staying in place. I do not foresee you guys would break this. In terms of this would loosen in time, I don't know. I don't see any points in which this can. But I mean, there's always that possibility. I'd have to, you know, use it and then tell you guys, so. But it does have a pretty good stiffness. In terms of visual aesthetics, let's zoom in a little bit here, because I think this is also extremely pretty. Look at even just these curves over here. Like, look at all the detailing going on. Again, the price range for this is about $285. It could change, but I think there's a lot going on for this. Like, even again, these little beautiful little curves over here. The back of the board. I mean, dude, this looks sweet. We have the seam kind of hidden underneath over here too, so it's not going to be a visible seam on the side. Look at that. If this was just a regular keyboard, I would be telling you guys I really like the side profile. And it looks good. Very, very nice. I mean, I'm surprised. Honestly, this is under the QK namesake. I thought this would have been an Owl Labs product, or, you know, like whatever product they want to label as which brand. But again, here it is with the side lifted up. Very futuristic looking. You can kind of see that piece of weight material sitting underneath there too. Very cool. I don't know if Owl Lab is basically dead. I don't know. I don't know if they've just moved on to the other brands at this point here, but cool. I mean, yeah, I'm into this visually. I think this has a lot of cool features already. And then we'll show you guys the other thing over here. Let me take off this piece of tape. I thought they were making Neo 2-tier and QK the old Owl Lab stuff. Honestly, I have no clue. I don't even know what the point of that would be, so. I'll take this one here off, this little sheet afterwards, but very, very awesome looking board. This is this side, right? Yeah. And then you have these two little buttons in the middle here, which I'm not 100% certain what those are supposed to do, but we'll take a look. What do you guys think? Visually, are you guys into this? Are we into this as a collective or nah? Next, we're going to take a look at the PCB and layout and stuff, so. Yeah, I have to admit, their brand identity is very confusing. I really like it. I'd say this is probably one of the more unique products I've seen in a long time. There's just a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, sorry, this. This is the receiver. So again, this is going to have 8K polling rate on the PCBs, and this is going to be the receiver for that. So nice.
The year of split boards, Alexotos amazing.
Thank you so much, Super Me Gusta. Then these are just going to attach to, this might be the wrong side, but this is going to how it's going to charge, and then you're just going to put this into this over here, and that will allow it to charge once we plug this in to this. So you can already see, because this has a battery in it, that's the charge of the right, and then if we plug it into the other one over here, oh, there is a right side and wrong side for this, I think. I guess just flip. There we go. So there's the battery statuses. It's cool. I like it. You know, you're going to keep a receiver on the desk probably anyways. This is going to be a volume knob. I appreciate the receiver not just being a receiver. 285 stitch so far. We're not sure if this is going to change at all. It's interesting. I like the concept. Now, when it comes down to the cables, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think I have a problem with the cables being proprietary in this case. I get it though. If these happen to die or you lose one, they're probably going to be a bit more of a pain to replace. So there's, you know, there's probably a bit of a love-hate for me personally when it comes to the, you know, a proprietary cable like this. Do I think it's cool that we get like a magnetic cable? Absolutely. I think that is super, super neat. But I guess it is what it is there, so. Ooh, that is, sorry, that was a lot of noise coming from that. Very, very cool though. I like this. I like this project a lot so far. This is actually really neat too. I don't know. I'm kind of vibing with this little receiver as well. I think this is super neat to get this in the box too. Yeah, I mean, a USB-C backup or something, some way to get these connected via USB-C would be fantastic, but yeah, I think the exposed internals, is this plastic or glass? It might be a plastic. I'm pretty sure this is plastic. I don't think this is glass. I think this is cool. I think this is really neat. Oh, it even tells you like the OS, the mode. I'll give you guys a closer look at this. Yeah, I agree with that, Rage. If they like have replacement cables on the ready, then I think that will be a very smart move on their part. Yeah, actually, you know what? Little side note. They had actually sent me this one here as well. I just didn't know I got this package in. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I didn't even know this was coming in. I'm going to see if maybe they allow me to give this away or something. After I take some photos or something like that. But I'll see what I can do. I've been using the mouse though. The battery life on 8K sucks though. I mean, like, no mouse that I have on 8K is better than a day. And this has so far been 2 days. So I don't mind it. But I'm going to switch back. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to switch back to just 1K polling rate. I still don't really see a big difference between an 8K polling rate and a 1K polling rate on any mouse. Yeah, 8K sucks in all mice. But, I mean, it's there. So, this is Chill Key. They're a keyboard brand, actually. I've been using the mouse. I kind of like it. I thought I was... Honestly, guys, I thought I would freaking hate this mouse. But I'm really enjoying using it. But it's Chill Key, the people who did the ND keyboard. There's some other boards they came out with now, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's only 89 bucks as well. I'm pretty shocked by this. I'm gonna do a little bit more testing with this. I did some gaming with this last night as well. Worked great. For some reason I was pretty blown away by it. I almost think that I had more fun using it than the Sora. I still think this is probably the mouse that I may stick with in the future, being the endgame gear. However, I kind of like, not kind of, I so much more like the scroll wheel on this guy, and just some of the functionality of this mouse more than I like this. Also, the coating on this feels a little bit nicer too. Shape though, they're a little bit different. A little bit of a different shape, but if you guys want, one day we can go through some of the mice I've collected so far. It's like my side hobby at this point here. Here's the 105 more. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, man. So they sent me the FlexCut PCB. I don't know if this is the 1.2 or 1.6. Let me triple check here, because there's a few different PCBs. This is the 1.2. So there's going to be a non-FlexCut PCB as well. Again, I'm not bothered by this because I plan to use foam regardless. So there's a little reset button on it. All right, we have some pretty decent options when it comes to this too. It's the only mouse Chilkey offers. Yeah, I think that's it. Literally the only thing they offer so far. Boney, you know what I'd offer you, Boney? My heart, bro. I hope you're having a great day. Love you, buddy. I hope things have been going super well for you, my friend. I mean, they do offer a 1.6 though, so. Oh wait, no, this is not a reset. You're right. This is for this. I'm mistaken. This is probably for this. I thought that might have been the reset button, because I was only looking at the one PCB. You are so right on that. Is there a reset button though? I always appreciate a reset button. Maybe not. There's the on and off. I don't love this. You know, maybe my only... Oh, you're right. No chip, no reset. You're right. My only gripe with this, my only small little opinion, the on and off buttons on both are located underneath keys. With all the engineering they put into this and all the cool features, I would have loved a little on and off switch on the back. Or just a button you could have clicked for that. Hear me out. I think that's kind of my running criticism when it comes to wireless keyboards at this point here, where it's like, you know, it's nice that I get an on and off switch, but it would be cool if I didn't have to disassemble part of the keyboard to get to it. How many people are probably going to use that? I have no clue. Like, I don't know how many people would turn things off and on, but yeah, I also wonder too, but I mean, maybe when you're traveling and stuff. All right. And then this is going to have some little LEDs that we're going to put into the plate afterwards. So kind of like some of the other, I think, what is it? The Ergo. It's going to have those like little LEDs that go in the spaces. And it's going to have some blockers for that. And then we have some gaskets, and I don't know what this is for, but we'll find out later. We have our stabilizers. I'm probably going to use all the foam with this, if that's chill with you guys. I'm thinking we make this a bit of a foamy build today. Ooh, my foam is a little bit destroyed here. Dock is wireless, splits are not, right? Sorry, what happened? Dock is wireless, splits are not? I'm confused by that. All right, and then for, I guess the plate, I kind of want to use the aluminum plate for this. Again, I'm not really like pressed about any PCB here. Oh yeah, this is a wireless board, yeah. The dock is wired though, you need to plug that in. I'm not pressed by the flex cuts here. I don't know, man, like, with the exception of the Neo Ergo, there's been like 2 keyboards ever that have been Alice boards that I think sound good without foam. Actually 3. Most of them I end up putting some sort of foam in there, only because with most Alice keyboards, like, you know, these ergo-centric kind of boards, the spacebar is not big enough to get that kind of spacebar pop that I typically like on these type of things. So I tend to just skip it. And then just, you get some nice alphas out of some of them. But I kind of also like, sometimes the space bars in these things sound a little glassy. But we'll see. Holy moly, is that an encore? It is, although I should move it a little bit further off the desk here so we don't break things as we go here. All right. Let's start doing some stabilizers and prepping these. Foamy every now and then is good. I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. So for options as well, just so we can talk about that one more time, there's a lot of options on this. We do have the option to go with a shift key or the arrows. You're not locked into anything. You can just pick what you want. I'm probably going to end up going with the arrows today. Most likely. But I'm not sure because I haven't decided yet. But we'll see. But yeah, a lot of options. You can just pick and choose what you want. Even a split left, which is nice to see. Cool. All right. I guess this is a spare. So how many do we need? 1, 2. Yeah, because I want full backspace. Enter. I guess we only need 5. Okay, so we do need to use all 5 of these. Does it have the ability to adjust the angle and stuff? Well, you can just to show you guys again. You can lift this. Which side is this? You can adjust the angle, but there's no angles past this one here. I think it's 0 and 5 degrees if memory serves, but I'll have to double check that one more time. This actually is quite difficult. Yeah, it's just 2 angles. I think it's 0 and 5 were the options they gave us. Well, that everyone gets. Cool. All right, I am very pleasantly surprised with this keyboard so far. Let's mod some stabs. How do I take these out? Very, very pleasantly surprised so far, guys. I think this is a really neat project. I will say this is quite ambitious too. Ever thought of doing a ZSA build? What's a ZSA? Can't even the last time you used foam? Didn't I use it sort of recently? Jordan, thank you so much for the prime. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. Like the big split corn style? Oh, those. Yeah. Those are usually lengthy builds though. Plus they're not quite things I'm not really like super interested in those personally. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna move some of this just out of my way so I don't feel cramped right now looking at things. Put this here. All right. I happened to see this board in person a few days ago. I was very underwhelmed by it when it compares to like of the Neo Ergo or Neo 65CU. I didn't like the tenting angle for the flat angle. I feel like it needs something more in between like the Ergo. That's fair. I think visually I am not underwhelmed by the board. I think I would need to type on it, Lego. I think this has a lot of neat features that kind of supersedes the Ergo. And I think to me it's kind of non-comparable to the 65CU, if that makes sense. I mean, like, oh, wrong brush. How do I even compare it to the 65CU, you know? How do I even compare that? And yeah, I think the tenting is the same as the Ergo. I think they're both 5 degree. Yeah, I'll kind of show you guys why I kind of like these split keyboards. Like if I had to have an Alice board right now, I would probably end up going with a split down the road just because you can kind of position it to the way you want it. All right, there's one. This board is made for a different audience than the 65 and the Ergo. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think the audience for this is going to be very different, and I don't know if everyone's going to be interested in something like this, but I definitely think it's going to be different. Oh, the mouse, dude, that command is so old, Daz. I need to update that. This is a mouse from Chill Key that I'm using at the moment. Splitboard's his own niche within the niche? I'd say so. I'd agree with Andit on this. Oh, is it? Maybe I just like the combined Ergo more than the split. I mean, that's also totally fair. Maybe you kind of also feel a little bit, you know, because I'm the same way. Sometimes I get a little bias over the way things look. and feel. Because there definitely will be a smidge of a difference when it comes to the Ergo versus this. Yeah, I need to change that command. So I need to change it so bad. I'm a big split user, and Alice is my only QWERTY board, and I can still use it. I need to get more into certain areas of the split keyboard stuff. I do like it. I was iffy on getting the board, but the stream is swaying me. Well, again, just be responsible with your guys, like the money and whatnot, guys, because times are a little bit weird right now. But I don't know. I was a little like when I saw the photos for this, I was excited, but I was also like, I wonder if this will feel gimmicky in my hands. I don't think so. No, I don't have that anymore in it. You got the mouse? How are you liking it? I'm liking it a lot. So far, this Chill Key mouse is actually pretty good. I am super shocked that this is their first mouse. They did a pretty decent job. It's using a PixArt sensor too, so it's like not that bad. It's a fun. If you want a fun project, I think the next board I pick up after the 60 is going to be a mech board, Helidox Corn Kit. Is that pricey? I don't know why that sounds super pricey. Here, I'll put the box here. It is the PAW 3950, which I think I've used on another mouse before already. So it's not like the sensor itself is, it's good. Like I've used this, I'm pretty positive, this exact model. That's the top one, yeah. So like I don't think it needs to reinvent the wheel there. But it's I like the weight of it. It's 49 grams. I don't know. I don't want to get too much into mouse talk because Elquan will probably kill me. Elquan will tell me to shut the fuck up at this point here and tell me to leave. Thank you, Pin. I appreciate it. So nice. Sorry, Elquan. Hey, Alex, I've been looking to get a split to complete my trinity of different boards. Have you heard of the Keyball family of boards? I can't say I have. They're splits with trackballs on it. That sounds really cool. I've seen stuff like that. I don't know those particular ones. So, I put a link to the Notion page in the build command, but the pricing on this is $285 excluding shipping. So that will be obviously extra depending on your region. Corn kits are a lot of fun. I've had a few. I just don't like them. I don't love them. Using them isn't for everyone. I think that's what it is for me. What mouse were you using before this one? I was using the Endgame Gear, the OP1 from Endgame Gear, which is still, I think, overall, like I think I prefer the shape of the Endgame Gear. But there are reasons why, like, I'm kind of vibing with this Chill Key mouse. I don't know. Mice are interesting because I have like, I don't have a lot of mice, but it's interesting how I can kind of rank the mice that I have based off of shape and stuff so far for my own hand, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I'm enjoying that process. Not that I'm a mouse reviewer or anything. Mouse this, mouse that. Shape is king. It's true. I thought your last mouse was that vertical one. Oh, I that is literally, I don't even know if I threw it. I think I threw it out. The covering on it was peeling away. That's actually, I had to get rid of it. It was just disgusting. Like it was, I don't think, guys, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I will never probably buy another Logitech product again at this point here. Like, I have had nothing but sad experiences with them, so I'm over it. And you said it was like double clicking and shit too. Yeah, it was also double clicking. It was just like that weird texture, whatever they put on it, the Logitech texture they put on it is terrible, dude. I'm 0 for 2 on their webcams. Dude, come on. Yeah, I'm telling you, Austin, it's poo, bro. It was also glitched for a while. Which one, Conan? Oh, my mouse? Was it glitched? I don't remember if it was glitched. I know it was double clicking. Logitech and double clicking is a dynamic duo. Yeah. On top of not innovating, I think their products have just gotten like such bad QC as well, unfortunately. Oh, my internet glitched? Oh, it did glitch. Okay, guys. I don't mean to tell you. I feel like everything, like, I'm gonna vent for like 2 seconds while we do the wires here. I feel like everything lately, every day, it's just been one thing after another for me. I haven't had a day where nothing's happened and I can just chill in like many, many months. It's yesterday, the internet went down. Remember I told you guys that? Long story short, they were just like, go get a new modem and you have to go pick it up. We're not even going to send it out. I didn't do that because the internet started working and I didn't feel like going to get it. But this morning, I was like, okay, let me have a normal day. This morning, the internet was on the fritz again. And then on top of that, for whatever reason, when it started working, my cell phone just would not connect to the internet at all. And I had to like refresh like all the settings on my cell phone. But I don't think it's my cell phone. I think it's literally my modem at this point here. If you'd stop moonlighting as Morgan J, it might fix itself. Bro, it's not my fault. I just have to. I just got it, bro. Let's grab our dielectric grease here. Every day I hope I have a quiet day at work. Every day is more hectic than the last. Dude, I want a peaceful day, please. I get you, man. It's been draining. Like, I was a bit bummed the other day. I was a bit bummed because I just really want a day where I can just not have something come up or not have like a fixed day for something. So Canadian ISPs and internet issues, name a more classic duo. Also, you know what else is crazy? We were out the other day, right? And we went to Subway for the first time in probably like 6 or 7 months. And usually I go pick up the sandwiches, but this time we were out together. And I already knew getting Subway was going to be like, dude, I don't know if you guys know this. Subway is fucking expensive. It's no longer cheap. So we picked up 2 6-inch subs each. And guess how much it came out to? And this is not leaving a tip. This is like nothing extra. We didn't get a drink. It was just the 2 sandwiches. Not quite 30, but it was $19.50. $19.50 for 2 6-inch subs. If it was 30, bro, I would have just never purchased it at that point there. Like, that's too much. Hey Alex, I ordered the Neo Ergo and want to use it foamless. I've been seeing people use switch forks, but I can't seem to find them. Don't look up switch forks, look up plate fork. And I think Kinetic Labs has them. They're one of our sponsors here. I mean, you can literally buy them anywhere. If you have a 3D printer, you can print them yourself. So, $19.50, $3 for 2 6-inches. Dude, you know what? Leave me alone. Subs are overpriced too. It's crazy. We just don't go out. We don't do fast food anymore. Occasionally, when I get overwhelmed with work, I will order something. But honestly, I feel like ordering something at this point here costs less than some of these fast food places. And I get better food quality too. Oh yeah, OmniType has them too, yeah. Yeah, they sent one of the transparent purple ones over. I just haven't unboxed it. It came on separate days for some weird reason. Yeah, where the hell did I put the box? Yeah, I haven't even unboxed it. I don't even know, I haven't even opened it yet. I don't even know I'm supposed to show this, but they didn't say nothing, so whatever. If they didn't want me to, they should say something. Plate forks, I see them now. Thanks, you saved me. Anytime, bro. Following you for a while, by the way. You're a great content creator. That means a lot, man. I try my absolute best. Thank you, dude. That is very kind of you to say. Oh, I think I was supposed to lube that. Oh, yeah, the other one was there. Okay, so I do have to lube that one there. Oops. Nice looking mouse. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I've been enjoying it. It was a decent little thing in the mail that I got recently. Do you remember the last burger you had? I've been making burgers at home, but the last burger out was, oh gosh, I think I went to Harvey's. I'm pretty sure that was my last burger. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. I keep saying that tonight. I'm being real with everything, but I don't love buying burgers out anymore either. Like, I feel like just complaining about this, but dude, burgers are also stupid expensive. When you make it at home, what toppings do you put on it? Bull, do you really want to know, bro? Like, Bull, I feel like you know the answer to this already. I put cheese and bacon and some onions, and that's literally it. That's it. That's my burger at home. I need to figure out a decent sauce, but I will admit when I'm doing the burgers at home, because I don't have a barbecue, right? Like I just used a pan. They're already like not greasy, but they're really juicy, and I feel like if I put extra sauce, it's gonna go too crazy. So, because I do like putting sauce on burgers, for these, oh man, it's just too crazy. That's me, but without the onions. Yeah, if I did put a sauce on these, I think it would just be too slippery, slidey everywhere. Let's put some maple syrup. I should next time. It's such a good add-on, dude. I've never tried burgers in the air fryer. Air fryers are insane though, dude. They're crazy good. Burgers have gotten silly expensive. Definitely motivated me to upgrade my burger game at home. I've got one of those little presses. We put them in a pan, and boom, you get some pretty decent smash burgers. Or I mean, you don't even have to smash them, but they are kind of smoky to make though, so you kind of do need proper ventilation. What is that, Multi? I always use stainless steel pan burgers. Gets nice and crispy. I've been kind of on the stainless steel kick these days. I have a cast iron, but honestly, I haven't touched it in so long because I've been on the stainless steel game. Plus, they're kind of easier to clean, so, and they're not as heavy. Carbon steel pans? Well, I have no more room for any more dishes here, so. It's a G703 clone? Oh, I haven't heard of that. Is it good? Bro, have you seen that stainless steel pan guy on TikTok? Yeah. I don't know, man. Whenever I see those type of people that just go on and on about one thing, sometimes I don't know if they're being honest at that point there, but I feel like they're trying to convince everyone about their technique. Cast iron's still good though. I feel like I get a different cook on things with cast iron, so. Mustard, onion, pickle, ketchup, and other things. It's the sauce from the crispy. I don't even know what that one there is. From McDonald's. It's Italy exclusive. Oh, maybe that's why I don't know what that is. Best McHamburger I ever tried. Honestly, the sauce makes most of the job. Mustard, onions, pickles, and ketchup. It's interesting you say that because there's a sauce from another burger place called Harvey's that actually has a bit of pickle in it that I have very much been really, really enjoying. And it's one of the few sauces from fast food places that I actually like. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's do this. No, I've never had In-N-Out. I've had friends... Oh, will I need... I mean, this is unfortunate here. Okay, maybe this is something to tell QK. The stabs included will end up needing, because, look, they're going to need stab pads. So if you get a 1.2 mil PCB and want to use the included stabs, unless they switch them to screw-ins, you'll probably need stab pads. So let me go get some stab pads. One moment, guys. I mean, I still appreciate the stabs being in the box, but just in case you guys need to know, you probably will need some stab pads for this. Let's see, do I have any, like, readily available here? I do. I did some reorganizing today. Dude, I was productive again today. So happy. They did, but you know what, again, I think it's mainly meant for as a gift, which I appreciate, but I have a question about dielectric grease. Is it true that it's not recommended if I live in a warmer climate? I can't speak on that. I have no idea. The climate I live in is up and down. I've also used it in very warm rooms, and it's fine, but I've heard some stuff about that in the past. I don't know how true it is, though. Honestly, if you're going to go with a warmer climate, though, and you're unsure and you can't find an answer, maybe just use XHT BDZ. Maybe that's like the move. I'm Italian and have tried other McDonald's in Europe. Italy, McDonald's is more expensive, but man, it's better. By a big margin, I'd say. Huh. Okay, well, next time I go, if I ever go to Italy, I'm going to make it a point to try McDonald's, which is really weird to say that out loud, but I will try to make it a point. Okay, there's hot swap sockets in front of this, which, you know what I'll try to do here? Oh boy. Okay, I need to figure out a way to kind of set these in here. Should I just use a washer at this point here? One sec, guys. Let me do some brainstorming here for a moment. Let me see if I have any washers available as well. This is a new board, yeah. I'll let them know. I think this is a very minor thing. That, or they can include 1.2 mil stabs with the 1.2 mil PCBs. But a pretty minor thing, I'd say. Alright, let's just do this. Let's just not be wasteful with these things. McDonald's coffee and desserts in Italy are amazing. Really? Oh, this is not going to cut well. One sec. Let me get some scissors, guys. One moment. I thought these flush cutters would work well, but they don't work well at all. Okay. McDonald's does a lot of what to establish in EU countries. So, for example, macarons. What does McDonald's do for Canada? What's unique about McDonald's here? I wonder. You know, let's just do it like this. The snack wrap? Really? Price? Yeah, McDonald's ain't cheap anymore, man. Okay, let's just see if this works for now. That just went flying. Oh my gosh. I may have to just swap to screw-in stabs for this because the clip-ins may be a little wonky, but I think I may have gotten them here. Just like I said, bear with me, guys, as I try to navigate this. Do we have poutine at McDonald's? Honestly, I don't know. I've never ordered it from McDonald's. Every time I've tried fast food poutine, I'm just not a big fan, so... Alright, that works good enough. I'm sorry, I was talking about the US. Oh. My B. Alright, cool. Here's one PCB. Stabilizers are in. And let's set the foundation for these ones too. Quick encore sound test. One of my vintage switches is on the fritz though, so I gotta resolder a new one in because one of them is just like not working. I think the X key, unfortunately, is not working too well. Bit of a bummer, but it's all right. You know what? Let's just make this split backspace. I've been kind of used to split backspace these days, so maybe we'll make this a split backspace keyboard today. What do you guys think? Split or nah? I'm kind of vibing with split today. Nah? I mean, I'll let you guys pick. You guys can all make the end game decision here. Split is king. Split. Yes, split it. All right, splitting it. Ew, no split. I put a mini jawbreaker in my sibling's lollipop and it bit down very hard. I heard cracking. I hate those jawbreakers things, man. Like, one of my least favorite things ever growing up was people giving us those. Always hated jawbreakers. Okay. We are good with this. So let's move this off to the side and put these away. You better do split or I will split you. Damn. What do I do to deserve that? Jawbreakers are the giant ones, right? Gobstoppers are the ninja ones. I think both of them sucked. I just received my mode Sonnet in the mail, but Alex switches were missing from the order. Did they forget to put them in? I didn't even know. Did they get the Alex switches in? If they did, I didn't get informed. All right, put some foam on, and then we'll figure out the plate. Oh yeah, the switches we're using today are pretty fun too. They're matcha pudding switches. Oh gosh, this is like... Relube the HHKB and it's still pinging, but I know why now. Basically overlooping the wire, it's getting sticky and it makes a weird sound after the bottom out. Yeah. Dude, too much lube can do that. Too much lube can literally make or break a keyboard sometimes. You gotta be careful with that. You really do. There's been keyboards people have sent me that they like, I swear it's just ticking like crazy, and then I go to open it up and it's just literally over loop stabs. Seems Alex missed giving me my compliment. Oh, you're right, Nefarious. I did miss. You know what I will never miss again? Giving you a hug every week on Monday, okay? Somehow we're gonna make it happen. Every Monday I'm gonna give you a hug somehow. Never gonna miss that, bro. Hope you've been having an excellent day, Nefarious. What else can I say about Tuesday today? It's just Tuesday, but let me tell you, I'm excited to spend the rest of the week with you here, my friend. Me, excited with you, okay? Thanks, man. I appreciate you being here, bro. All right, let's use aluminum for this. Those Kohaku colors are nice. Time to not win another raffle. Oh, what colors did they announce for this time? I mean, we might do another gamble on GMK stuff soonish. I was thinking about picking up a set, but I don't know what set I want. I'm still at a standstill for picking things. Oh, you do need to cut the foam here, but like I said, I'm going with arrows because I actually don't mind the arrows on these. I don't use right shift. I like the fact that there's options here before anyone like chews me out for picking arrows. I like arrows on this. It's personal preference. All right. It has more options. You guys don't have to go with arrows if you guys don't like it. Although I do think we need to put the little diffusers in the plate first. So let's probably do that now. The chocolate coffee color is freaking purdy. Which one? I think the large part of the diffuser just goes, oh, wrong thing, downwards, I believe. Oh, you know what? No, that goes upwards. It would go this way. Yeah, that would make more sense. Okay. All right, let's do it like that. Not using right shift is bad form for touch typing. Gingy, do I type? Have I ever used touch typing? Whatever you just said. Have I ever? I use 2 fingers, bro. I can't find any diamond-shaped switches to try out in Europe after I saw your nip. What? Huh? The W1s? I don't know who carries those. You do have one goblin hand. And I'm proud of it, alright? And I am proud of it. Oh, these go on this side there. Oop. Does this more so go this way? Maybe. No, that would have to go the other way, but it's sliding out. All right. Diffuser's in on that side, and now let's put them on this side. Right shift is for capital letters. Left shift is for sprinting. I have a really good question for you guys. Are you ready for this? My question is, how do you guys capitalize letters? Because I learned recently that people use caps lock. They toggle caps lock when they want to capitalize things. And to me, that's a very foreign thing. So, like, if they need to capitalize one letter, that's chaotic. I mean, dude, I think it's fine. Like, people do need, like, dude, the beauty of it is you can do whatever you want, right? But I didn't know that was a thing, and I thought it was really interesting when I learned. I did the caps lock thing when I was like 8. I have never done it, but in fact, I don't even think I toggle caps lock anymore. It's funny because that's why caps lock exists, but it's heresy. Really? I didn't know it existed for that reason. I thought it was just existed to go for, like, you know, the whole thing. All right, let's put some switches in. We're using matcha pudding switches today. I use caps lock, but I got used to it, so I never hindered my typing speed. I mean, I tried it, and it makes sense. Like, you can click it and whatever. But it didn't really hinder my 70 words per minute when I type. But it was just like I had to think about doing it. Where's my switches? Oh, here. Yeah, Gym Leader does use all caps. Matcha pudding switches. I thought these would be fun for today. Well, the only thing I don't know is if these are... Okay, this is the right way here. Got to get in that first switch. Sometimes it's difficult. Did you fix the dinosaur typing? No. I just dinosaur type at 70 words per minute, bro. That's all. What do you have in your Encore? I have vintage cherry switches, topped with Olive Dark, designed by Olivia. I'll move these off to the side. I don't know what those screws are for, but I'll put them back in the bag. Yeah, this particular one's a flex cut PCB, but QWERTY Keys does offer a flex cut version. I don't know, guys, to kind of catch you guys up in case you guys have missed part of the stream here. I don't really, like, we've only really looked at the PCB as well as the case and some of the options you get with this. The only piece of criticism I can really offer at the moment is I don't love the fact there's a toggle for the power, or like the on and off underneath a keycap, as well as you're probably, you can't do this with your finger, you're gonna need a tweezer. Bit annoying. I don't know how many times you'll probably toggle this, probably very limited, but bit of a hindrance, I'd say. The other thing that was a little bit weird was the included stabilizers, which I believe are a gift. So again, I'm not gonna harp on this. They didn't really work too well with the 1.2 mil PCB, which is what we have today. So if you guys do want to use the included stabs, you guys will probably need washers or some sort of stab pad that fits. So this is, in case you guys missed the beginning, this is the receiver for the board. I'll go over everything again towards the end of the stream. But right now, we're just going to put in some switches to this guy. Should I hit my jawbreaker with a hammer? That sounds sad, in a way. Do I ever use tactile switches? Once in a blue moon. I'm not really a tactile person. Not anymore. Perhaps I'll get back into them one day, but I try. Like, I dabble every now and then. It's a big-ass receiver. It's because it also doubles as some other functions, which, again, we'll talk about here in a bit again. Everything goes in nicely. It's a pretty simple build so far. This is going to be using gaskets, which, you know, I think is kind of cool too. I was going to put mine in Orange Bower Light. Ooh, the Orange Bower Light? It's a nice color. Very, very pretty color. Does the knob on the receiver make you type faster? It's actually a volume knob, which I thought was really cool that they added a volume control on the receiver instead of sticking it on the board. It kind of gives some function and some purpose to this receiver. It's not just like a receiver like we see on the mice, which are, you know, this little thing that you kind of hide on your desk somewhere. So it gives this some, like, you know, I don't know, some, again, some purpose to put on your desk, which is cool. I like it. I gotta say, like, this is, out of all the QWERTY Keys products that have come out, like the QK stuff, the QK lineup, they kind of did a really good job with this one here, visually so far. And just like the what's on the table so far, like, you know, feature set wise, it's pretty cool. These red buttons will actually be these buttons. So you'll get an additional button. We'll see how easy that is to press though while we're typing. Price point's really good on this too, man. $285. I mean, I think that's insane for what you're getting here, but is this the upside down one? I think this might be. Yeah, this is. Okay. Did I get any Oku build requests? One. I have someone's Oku in that we're going to be doing somewhat soon-ish. And then I think there was supposed to be another Oku build, but that person ended up wanting to build it themselves, which is super cool, and I appreciate that. I hope they build it to perfection. I'm assuming it's programmable, yeah. Is this an upside down one? No, this is right side up here. Finding the alignment for it though. There we go. My girlfriend's name is Alice, so I showed her some Alice layout boards and she said it was so ugly. Damn. Oh man. My next keyboards are the Manta and whatever Matthew comes out with next. I can't wait for either of them. Well, actually, I don't know if Bull's still here. Bull, do you know if the Manta prototype shipped yet? Or is that shipping tomorrow? Again, I don't know if Bull's still here or not. It's probably tomorrow, but we should be getting the Manta soon. And then we're going to have a lot of fun with that. I don't know what switches I'm going to start off with that guy, but I was thinking about just starting off with a switch that we know and love. Shipping tonight because they made us more fun plates. Oh, all right, all right. The Manta is a Morgan J collab with Bull. That's fucked up, bro. Dude, I'm telling you guys, the phone listens because all I get now on my phone, I've never watched anything like on TikTok in a while. But I booted up TikTok this morning because I woke up really early because it was really windy outside and something fell and I was awake. It was all Morgan J stuff. Like, it was so weird, dude. And then on top of that, man, you guys are right, bro. He kind of, like, it felt a little bit weird watching, because I never really watched him that much. Like, I've just seen him. But you guys are right, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna try to defend myself in this point, or you guys are right, man. It's weird. It's definitely interesting. I don't get it, but it's there, you know. Why is your phone showing you your own vids? I don't know, man. I'm not sad. It's just, you know what? I hate admitting defeat sometimes, and I was so against you guys sometimes being that I looked exactly like Morgan J. I was like, no, man, we're a little bit different. Fuck, we are kind of the same. Should I be glad I don't know who that is? Sumo. I mean, I know, he's a pretty funny comedian. Like, on a real note, I think he does what he does real good. Like, he's pretty funny, man. I was laughing a lot of the stuff. It's not like funny in a weird way either. It's actually funny in like a. I think that's kind of my humor. What he does too. He's like, you know, like I was watching one where he's making people smooch on their first date, and he's just being kind of dumb about it and childish about it. And I don't know. That's just like who I am too, which is kind of weird when you think about it. You know. Is Morgan J into Keebs? I don't know, man. The QK duo of fancy IG Reel lore? Oh, is this on IG Reels? Just look at that guy. Can you take off your glasses real quick? I did that yesterday. I want to do it again, man. I want to do it again, man. We should DM Morgan J and ask him for a collab. I'd build him a keyboard. I'd think of a cool keyboard to build the guy. I mean, I would just think, what do I like? And then I think it would just be the same, right? Mr. Shin, you know what's not the same and even better? How much I love you, bro. I hope you're having an excellent Tuesday as well. And remember, for the rest of the week, every time you sip coffee, know that I'm thinking of you sipping coffee. I don't know why I said that, but just think about it, all right? Just know that I'm thinking of you. Just when you happen to have a free moment, okay? Don't ask, guys. Just keep trucking along. What's the build on the Encore? Vintage cherry. Oh wait, I don't know. I don't remember what year. Vintage cherry switches with GMK olive, aluminum plate, the softest lettuce mounts. I think you broke your PCB. Maybe not. This is. Oh my god. Did I? Did I break it? All right, let's put some gaskets on this bad boy. Oh, these are supposed to go like this. Yeah, this is actually a cool receiver. The more I look at this, the more I like this project. Now, what the hell are all these? Are these all different, or is this just meant for one side? Give me a moment while I explore. These may be different. I think these might be a bit thicker. Yeah, so these are a little bit thicker, and then these... This I'm actually not too positive what this is for. This may be for Alice Duo. 3M tape. I don't know what this is for. This might be for the wrist rest. So, your hair's looking stellar today. Thank you, dude. Just found your list of Canadian vendors, so thank you for that. Looking to build my first keyword as a personal project. Blood, if you need anything too, like our Discord's really helpful. But yeah, the vendor list, I keep updated. I just updated it today. I will be doing a big update on Saturday, so I'll probably go through all the list and see if there's like inactive vendors. But I keep it updated and I keep it maintained, so if a vendor becomes a little sussy, I get rid of them. All right, because this is PCB mounted, let's open up these guys. Oh, dude, the spring untangling had some nightmares before, you know. He also keeps it a buck. I do keep it a buck. I have no reason to lie. I gain nothing from lying. Where is it, these? Oh, wrong bit. Asking for Lily Extras leak? When I know, I'll tell you guys, and I'll leak it. But I don't know, actually. The Pogo connectors look nice and beefy. I love that. Yeah, they have this looks like a bit of a bigger Pogo connector than usual. Looks like the magnets might even be larger on this. Seems you've bent this plate too. I did bend it. My bad, guys. I broke this keyboard in half in a fit of rage. Alright, so this has that little plastic thing on the bottom, which I'm just going to leave for the sake of it being there, because I don't know if we need it or not. But here's how the internals look. Even tells you right and left, so right here, which is cool. There's that button on the top kind of doing its thing. I'll show you guys here. Cool. And then we have our gaskets. Let's use the thicker gaskets, shall we? Hi Alex, thanks for inspiring me to get GMK Olive Noir to use on my dark green board. It's such a good set, dude. Bloodbeam, thank you so much for using your Prime here, man. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, again, we have our pogo pins, battery and wreath here. We got a weight. Loved the stepped internal designs here. Again, this does wonders. In case you guys are wondering why I like this, this does wonders for sound. It sound, when it bounces against a flat object, like it'll sound one way, but when you kind of break up certain sounds and have it shoot off in different directions, it can really do a number to the way the keyboard sounds. So pretty exciting for that. Is there supposed to be a gasket on this side? I'm assuming so, right? This is the right PCB for this? Oh no, this is the wrong side. Oh no, this has a piece of pour-on foam, so I don't think we need a gasket for the end piece over here. It does have a piece of foam sitting over here, so it doesn't bottom out. Okay, good to know. Alex has started his mouse madness from what I've seen him here. I mean, I'm only sort of into it. I haven't really dived too deep into mice. Wow, the magnet's really strong on this, by the way. If you guys are concerned about the pogo pin strength on this, it's also not a hard pogo pin either, and what I mean by that is it has some play to it, so it's not going to be like a hard spot for sound or feel. This is probably one of the beefiest pogo connectors I've seen yet. And one thing I was recommended by a friend who also took a look at this board, they told me to make this way easier for myself, put these screws in first, because this is a little bit more recessed downwards. The extra material do an Uno reverse card on sound? Maybe. Maybe we can call it that. Is it stronger than Neo Ergo? I'd say so. I'd say it's a bit stronger. Oh wait, do I need to? Oh, I guess we'll turn it on afterwards. I don't know if I need to like turn this on yet either. Ooh, that's a nice sound. Go figures. I pulled this out with the magnet over here. Have we already talked about our feelings? Re the little knob third piece. I think it's so cool, but we did already kind of talk about it. So I'm going to just turn this on to see if it works or not. Alright, so the RGB is on there. It's turned on. Perfect. Let's do this side now. Now, what keycap set? I was going to use Soju tonight. I don't know if Soju will go very well with this, but... we'll have to see. By the way, Alex, when's the next giveaway? I'm going to do something, which is I'm going to ship out all the giveaways so far first, because I haven't even shipped any of them out yet, because we've been kind of... long story short, guys, and I don't mean to use this as an excuse, but there's just been, like, we've had family things going on, and I don't mean just, like, we went to a dinner. You know, we have a family member in the hospital type thing, and I've been a little bit scatterbrained, so I haven't really had a time to sit down and like go through the winners and ship them out yet. I know it's only been a week, which, you know, it's not really a lot of time, but I wanted to get them out literally as we got them, so I will be sending them out. I want to send out the current winners, which is only like 4 or 5 boards. Well, not only, but it's 4 or 5 boards. I do that first, and then we'll resume the giveaway stuff. Because I don't want to be like sitting on a big pile of shipments. Hydrate, thank you, dude. I'm right there with you. Like I said, remember how I mentioned earlier? It's been like everything all at once. Life's been weird lately. All right. Yeah, I haven't sent out anything, Muppets. I've literally not messaged, I don't think, many people about what's going on. I should do that tonight, though. Honestly, Muppets, I will send out all the forms tonight. Yeah. Way too lucky, yes. I will have lots of time tomorrow. Tomorrow is a catch-up day for me. You know what? Let's just use the screwdriver since they're magnetic. Will do, Zane. You know what? Let's just do it like this. It's too magnetic right now. Since they're magnetic, actually, that's not as bad. Whatever is better for you, way too lucky. Yes. Keep in mind, I do stream tomorrow, way too lucky, so anything before 5 o'clock is preferable. Is there a cool keyboard with track points? Ergo Ball? I mean, I've seen boards like that. Do I know what they're called off the top of my head? No. Not really. All right. We are, I mean, I love to say this, but this was a pretty simplistic build. Let's put our little badge back on. Little duo badge here. This was a very easy assembly. And apparently this is already paired right out of the box too. So when we plug this in, it should just like start working, which is great. What do we want for keycaps on this? I think is the next big question. Manic, what's up, dude? Thank you so much, man. Thank you, bro. Wishing the best for you and your family. I've been working in a heavier corner of the hospital this month, seeing how a lot of lives change. Sending healing vibes. Thank you so much, Ariel. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a trying time, to say the least. Sloth? That's kind of our default when we get this color, huh? I don't know. What do you guys want? Anything that we don't normally use? Noir? We could do noir. Although I don't know if I have space bars for noir. Do I have space bars for Olivia? I don't know if I do. We might just have to use the shift keys for that. I didn't put the bottom foam in, but if we want to, we can always add that in. But modern mats? I'm kind of down for modern materials. That actually sounds kind of fun. That could be a cool vibe on this. Soju, I don't know if it'll work very well. We could do retro mix lights. I'm also down for that too. I mean, I'm down for modern mats. I was literally looking at it before stream. We could do the stone base. I don't know how good that will look, but if someone's at a board with gasket mounted, but the gaskets are literally hard pieces of plastic glued to the PCB over instead of a proper gasket, do you consider that an actual gasket? Is it like, what kind of plastic do you mean? Like a hard plastic? Like legitimately hard? Or do you mean just because it's a hard durometer? If it's a hard plastic, it's not gasket mounted. It needs to be gasket mounted. Oh man, this is like a throwback. Just some hard foam. I guess I would need to see. This is a throwback opinion on this, but people, over the years, we've kind of shifted what gasket mounted means, which is a little frustrating. Gaskets need, like, the sole purpose of gaskets need to absorb vibration and any sort of nastiness, like vibration wise, from the PCB assembly. I've seen some people try to get around that by just putting something else in between there, even though it doesn't do anything to absorb vibration, and call it gasket, but it needs to isolate the PCB. A byproduct of that would be a, flexier or squishier or bouncier build, but If it doesn't isolate, it's not gasket mounted. That's my hard stop opinion on that. If it's not isolating anything, it doesn't work. Actually, this will work well. Let's do this. I think this will look real pretty. And we should have some space bars for this too. So, although, you know what? I'm going to actually look at their website really quick and see what they have for the layout for this. Like, what keys on what. So I can, like, cheat a little bit here. But let's see. What do they got? Gasket is like a dish condiment. I mean, sort of, maybe. Call it that. All right, so they got escape over here. And they have, okay, so we're just doing this. Whoa, a cheater? My bad, guys. I don't always remember all the keyboard layouts for things. That's on me, dude. Never liked light legends and light caps. I don't mind it. It's like a blank keycap, which I think is kind of cool, but it's all preference based. But I vibe with it. Looks like GMK Dune set. This looks like GMK Dune? I thought Dune had different legends. Doesn't Dune have... Geez, maybe I don't remember. Swear to God it had different legends, though. Delete. Oh, after some of the compression? Sorry, guys. I'll zoom in afterwards and we can look at the legends. We can look at the legends in ooh and ah together. I like modern materials, though. Yeah, these are bound to something. I don't have the board technically active to the PC right now, but they're bound to something. I don't know what exactly they're going to do, but we can see. I can plug it in and we can figure it out together. This is looking actually pretty fucking sick, dude. This is looking pretty neat. What do you guys think so far? Are we vibing with this? Well, are you guys? I shouldn't say we. Apparently someone got real mad last time I said we. I can't see the legends. They're very subtle, guys. They're extremely subtle legends. I mean, dude, even me, from my viewpoint right here, they're pretty subtle. Not a fan of low contrast sets. Well, okay, not so much the set. I mean, do we like the board? The set is personal preference, but the board, we'll leave the set aside. We're not reviewing the set today. Not a fan of the board. Looks great. The board is gorgeous. Not sure about the set. Do you guys want me to switch to an all black set? You guys want this? You guys want me to switch? I don't mind. I thought the set looked pretty cool, but it's up to you guys. Noir. Ignore chat. I love the set, the board, and both together. Bullied. Nobody likes fun anymore. Dang. Lux. I don't know if Lux will look good because it's more of a yellow sub-legend. I want to see Sloth IMO. You know what? I'm just going to switch to Noir. You know why I'm going to switch? Let me tell you guys right now. Because I'm probably going to end up switching for photos anyways. So we're going to switch. I hope I have space bars for this. Looks very clean and minimal. I agree. But Mom, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You let the bullies win? No. It's okay. I'm making this decision on my own. Use tribal space bars? Did tribal have that? These are buttons, yeah. Kind of like, remember that other board we did, the Polygon? Dude, the Polygon was freaking sick. The Polygon also had buttons like that, which I thought was really cool. Lane, don't expose me like that, dude. Okay, if we need to tribal spacebars, I will go get those. But let me go get... I have to take it off my other board there, but let me go get Noir. Can't even talk about certain keycap sets. Which one? Oh, Greg. I mean, for good reason. For good reason, guys. For absolutely great reason. All right. Oh, you're helping someone build their Polygon 7? That was such a cool board, dude. Such a fun board. All right, let me see. Where is Noir? Wasabi. Noir. Is this Noir? Got it. My label was peeling off a little bit. Alright. Alex, I think modern materials looked better. You know what? Don't make me cry, okay, Anna? You're gonna bully me right now, bro. I'm so glad I bought Wob. White on black is the classic, dude. The absolute classic set. Are we guilt tripping Alex? I don't know, are we? GMK Morgan when? Damn, dude, for real? We're bringing that up again? This is wild, bro. Oh, wrong thing goes here. This goes here. Like, I don't disagree that this set here goes with this keyboard very well. But then again, even though this is like a cream on black, I mean, a black base goes with literally almost everything with a neutral colored legend. So this is just a clean set. This will also make the board pop a little bit more. So I get it. I get why people like this combo. I also think this combo is real nice. Olivia would have looked good as well. Yeah. Olivia would have looked really good on this too. I think this is a great board for Olivia. Alex hates my keycap opinions. What would you say? Sorry, I totally missed it. Olivia? I mean, I know Olivia would have looked good on this too. But it's okay. We'll use Noir since it's here now. I'm not even... Junji, I saw 2 words in there, and I'm not even going to read what you said, okay? I don't even want to read that, bro. No one can force me. To have 20 different GMK sets to choose from, I have none. I mean, yeah, we're already blessed that we get a bunch to choose from here. We are blessed. We should be practicing some gratefulness. I don't know, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful that we're able to stream like this and all hang out, guys. Very, very grateful for it. I regret selling so much GMK Cafe. Oh my god, Cafe is a gorgeous set. I never picked up Cafe, but it is really pretty. I really hope Marcia can do a round 2 of these. And maybe we convince Mike from Novel Keys to give us a round 2 of Noir, but I think Marcia said she was down. I need to pick up this set and support her. Yes, we need to support Marcia. She's amazing. Good person, good friend. Dude, she's been one of the best people I've known in the hobby since I started doing keyboards. Probably one of my oldest keyboard friends at this point here would be Marcia. We'll put that there. Okay. So, next up, I don't know if I need these two. We'll put these here. She's such a troll, but such a good person and really helpful. Yeah, she means well with everything she does. Like, truth be told, she is great for that. She wants everyone to be happy. I can tell you that with the utmost confidence. I don't think that's the right spacebar for this. Okay, let's play around and see what we got here. Do we want accent arrows for this? Maybe we do accent arrows? What do you guys think? Oh, you know what? I think you're right there. I think this was supposed to be an extra B. You messed up that row? Thanks, guys. No accent? Alright. No accent. Okay, let me find where everything else would go then, and we will get this board assembled. Also, we need an extra B. Also, do we need Alt there? Let's put that there, because that's kind of cool looking. I love how the Alice looks, but every time I try to use it... I mean, the nice thing about this board, from what I was even seeing some other people comment on this, you can actually position this so it's not too far off from a regular keyboard. I thought that was actually kind of nice. And then if you really want to, you can just move it around. So I think the fact that this has the shape of something that's a little bit more memorable, you know? I think Annette deserves a compliment for all the engagement he's given you on your YouTube channel. You know what else is always memorable? How much Annette trolls me, dude. That's what I remember at night when I go to bed. And I just sit there and I sweat, remembering about how much of a hard time he gives me. Annette, my compliment to you is you are determined, all right? You are a determined individual. You have a lot of... You set a goal for yourself and you complete it. You sweat thinking about me? God damn it, why'd you turn it into that, bro? That's crazy. That's all I gotta say. That is a little crazy to me. I'm just gonna use shifts down here, guys. Alright, and then we need page down. You know what, we'll put this guy here at the bottom. And then we need our pipe key. Or another pipe key, our tilde. Where's our tilde? So many shifts. We have a lot of shifting to do. Some say too much, but I say not enough. Tilde. Where's our tilde? Here it is. Got it. Use the tribal space bars? It's okay. We'll just use the shifts. I honestly don't even know where I put tribal right now. He's alright. Alright. Well, that's the board. Because one shift is probably from a different set that I had probably used to do this exact same thing last time. I think this shift is from a different set.
Okay, so I have to TTS this. I was just playing Tarkov with my buddies. Picture this. I had to hunt the boss on woods and kill him with a specific scope and a specific rifle at a specific distance. I am at the perfect distance. I have the rifle. I have the scope. I go to take the shot. And my buddy one-taps him. I have never been so mad in my life.
Did he know you had the quest? What boss was it? I don't even know what quest this is. Alright. You know what? I kind of... Oh god. I forgot how heavy the Encore is. Jeez. So, technically, this is already... Yeah, this is just working right out of the box. That is so seamless. Okay, I do need to flash this, though. They did warn me that I might need to flash this, so they told me ahead of time. But you know what? It's fine. we'll do a typing test on this and everything. I will flash it later. But, can you disable the RGB? No, this is a mute. I don't think you can disable the RGB from the dongle. What are these? What do these do? Oh, wait, this is pairing, I guess? Oh, shit. Oh, no, it's paired. Is this lighting, actually? Oh, yeah. I think this is set to lighting effects. Oh, that's convenient. I kind of like this lighting. That's pretty nice. Yeah, okay, so this key here is triggering like a whole bunch of random things. So I will probably need to flash this board. It's also like triggering like a volume up command. I'll flash it afterwards. They did tell me, they said right ahead of time that I might need to flash certain parts of the board because the prototypes didn't come properly flashed. But let's take a look again. Let's really dive into this board. Let's be a bit specific about this. Let's actually plug this back into the dongle here. This is nice. You can't do this plateless. As far as I know, there is no solderable PCB. It's only hot swap. So again, let's go over this before I do a little typing test. It's a $285 split Alice with an optional tenting on the bottom. So if you want to tent this, you just go from here and you pull and you get a tented keyboard, which I think is probably, you know, outside of this also having some other really cool features, one of the coolest pieces about this board. And then you get a tent, which is so freaking cool. The board itself looks absolutely stunning. You can go to 5 degrees. It's 0 or 5. There's no in between. Build process is extremely easy. Like this was honestly a pretty fun build, you know. Not super difficult. I know some people like super difficult builds, but not really either super involved either. So now the other interesting thing, which I feel like this might be divisive for some people, outside of the awesome other features, and let's actually go through the awesome features first. 8K polling rate, really cool. Separate little dongle that these boards, you know, transmit all their data to. Really neat. Battery indicators on this, really cool. This acts as a separate volume knob. Really cool. I like it. I like all the stuff this has to offer. Cool little toggleable buttons you can probably program at the end of the day for something else. Awesome first look at this. Again, I want to give a shout out to them for making a functional receiver, not just like other receivers I have, which kind of just sit on my desk and just, you know, look pretty, I guess. But this actually has some use. You know, it indicates your battery life. Volume knob, really cool. Love what this board has to offer at a great price point. Absolutely, I do. You know, it is fantastic. The only thing... So nice.
I have been out of the keyboard game for a while. I miss being in here so much, and I miss the pretty face of Alex himself.
Thank you, man. I'm glad to have you back if you end up coming in. Again, it's... You know, I get life gets busy, though. But thank you so much, bro. Now, the only thing, guys, that I think will be divisive is this is not, as you guys saw, there's no USB-C ports. And the only USB-C port is on the back of the receiver. This will probably be, maybe, you know, some turn-offs for some people. I don't know about battery life. I'd have to test this. But the whole keyboard here, sorry, my cable's a little bit finicky on that over there, but the whole keyboard charges via these magnetic things over here. So that's how you connect the keyboard. It still works. Like you can actually use the keyboard still while it's plugged in, which is, it's cool. I think this will be divisive. It's kind of MagSafe reminiscent for sure. It's like what you get in the Apple products. I kind of like it. I do. But I also see it from both perspectives. You know, if this did just have regular USB-C and you know, even if you had to plug something in from here, I think I might have preferred the USB-C to USB-C. just in case something happens to one of these cables and you're like, damn, I'm out of luck, QK doesn't even sell these anymore, or it costs too much. Yeah, I kind of agree with Gingy on this. It feels not so much, I mean, it does at the end of the day feel a little anti-consumer, but I also understand like where they're coming from this. Like it's a cool product that they put out. It's just not, from a lot of standpoints, it's not like a standardized thing. Again, do I hate this? No, but I can see this maybe being a turnoff for some people. Otherwise, it is a incredibly cool product. You know, I agree. It is kind of a 50-50. So the information's there. If you guys end up hating it, then you guys can hate it, but at least you guys are aware that you will not be able to use a USB-C. Really cool product though. I probably would end up going for a 1.6 non-flex cut PCB myself, but let's see what this board sounds like. Let's not use the tenting because I'm not too used to tenting. All right. My keyboard's broken. Thank you, Archetype. Didn't even notice, dude. Let's type and let's find out what this sounds like. So we're using matcha pudding switches, which are a fun little Key Geek switch. Aluminum plate with PE film and the plate foam. I'm not using any of the bottom foam. We'll take a look at the wrist rest after this. I don't like wrist rests, so it's not something I'm necessarily going to like focus in on, but I will show you guys the wrist rests. Oh shit. You know what? Let me angle these a little bit more. Like this. Oh, this will take me a little while to find out what angle I like the best here. Yeah, they're all wireless. Could you type in a normal rhythm, not like a giraffe learning to walk? Where's Lane? Where's this button over here? Later, Lane. Let's go. Sorry if the rhythm's not perfect, guys. I'm not really used to typing on these. I like the space bars on these. Ooh, that was loud. I'm so sorry, guys. It didn't like that key. Do you usually like the spacebars on splits? No, I actually usually don't. I think this sounds phenomenally. Ooh, jeez, again, I'm typing on this. I think this sounds really, really good, actually. Did you level the spacebars? No, we didn't level them today, but this sounds really good. Yeah, let's see if the tenting affects anything on this. Not really. It's actually way easier to type with the tenting. All right. Huh. Can you try it with a real spacebar? That sold me. I'm getting it. Sounds perfect. Solved. There you guys go. Would need to hear other switches in it for a better idea of sound profile. What do you mean, Keep Science? You don't like these switches? I actually really like these switches. These sound really good on this. Can you show the cable? Can you show the cable or connector to the camera for a moment? Yeah, for sure. Here is the connector, and then here's the cable. So essentially, they would just, oh well, geez, magnetize on. But there's a right and a wrong way for this. So, they kind of do look like old VGA connectors. They kind of do. Checking a catalog for it. Oh, catalog. Oh, you're trying to see if you can buy these like separately type thing? That'd be interesting. Yes, let's take a look at the wrist rest too. Also, guys, yeah, I'm gonna point this out. There's been some like kind of negative Nancy's in chat today. Let's lighten up the mood today. You know, let's not be mean for the sake of just trying to be funny. And guys, I also want to point this out. I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if this will rub people the wrong way. Your preference doesn't make a keyboard or anything. Like, your preference is your preference. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, just remember that. You don't need to push it onto other people. I've been seeing some of that in chat too, and I was gonna speak up at the end, but just because you guys don't like or like something doesn't mean it's like fucking fact for everybody else. Keep it to yourself. We need a band wave. Oh yeah, those were feet for this. And those extra pieces for inside over here. Because these are going to be little magnets that you can raise up the... I guess you can raise these up. Also, thank you so much, Ken. I appreciate it, dude. Oh, yeah, interesting. And these kind of like put little gaskets in there. I mean, cool, I guess. Again, I'm not a wrist rest user. I have my own thoughts and opinions on them, but you guys will probably end up really liking this. So, Keep Dweeb, thank you guys. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I think there's... Hold on, let me find out where that little piece went to. It should be able to tent or something like that. Because there's two little polycarbonate pieces that... Hold on. I don't know where I stuck them now. Are these it? No. Are these it? Yes. What's the pricing for this? $285, which is pretty crazy. Wait. Maybe not. Maybe there isn't a tenting piece. I thought there was. I thought there was something you can put in this. Oh yeah, I think this is supposed to go... Jeez, you know, I don't know how this works. Oh, maybe this is it? Are you supposed to be able to just change this? I'm not too sure. It's the one inside? Actually, I don't know what this is for, this one little piece. Maybe you just... Oh, yeah, okay, I see what this is. You either do it this way, or you do it this way. And it becomes taller. I think the tenting piece goes to the left. Oh, maybe... You're right. Maybe the tenting piece does go here. Wait, how does this work? You're right. I mean, you know what? For what it's worth, that's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea for what it's worth. Pretty easy to change these around, too. And then you get some perfectly aligned wrist rests. That is a very clever way. Do these feel stable? Yeah. I think there's a lot to like about this board. You know, we showed off more of the board. Again, wrist rests are not really my thing. I don't personally love them. I think even if I use this board on the regs, I don't know if I'd put wrist rests on this. It's actually like, if you guys want to get into some of the science behind this, it's actually not like, you're not supposed to use wrist rests as a place to literally lay your wrists. It's actually bad for you. You're supposed to use these after you're done typing like this. You're supposed to use them to rest your wrists, hence the name wrist rest. I do think this board has a lot to love. I think this is one of the more exciting projects that I've seen. I got to admit too, I'm a little shocked at the design of this as well. And I'm going to speak on this just a smidge too. QK recently has been coming out with more like very stylized designs. I will admit, I was a little bit hesitant because I'd only seen some photos of this. I thought maybe this was going to be changed or be a bit more stylized. I like how they kept a lot of the stylized portions on the bottom, which still makes the board look super cool and super awesome. It is a very simplistic, it almost feels very timeless keyboard on the top with a little bit of flair. You know, you get this cool little smiley face kind of duo logo. Very, very, very cool. I really like what they did with this. The fact that you can quickly swap to a tent is super awesome. The receiver is great. They did a lot of awesome things with this. It is, I know I keep using the word awesome, but they really did. They did a really great job. I'm stoked that they made this. Again, the wrist rests, how much are the wrist rests anyways? Did someone say? I don't even know. I don't know if I'd go for the wrist rest personally, but I mean, obviously this is a personal preference. Where is it here? Wrist rest, 45 USD each. Okay, so yeah, the wrist rest is kind of expensive, but I mean, it's a pretty neat looking wrist rest too. If you guys are into, you guys need a wrist rest, I mean, it's neat, very cool. Awesome job though. I have to give it to QWERTY Keys here. This was a very cool project. The only questionable piece, the only thing is those magnetic connectors. I'm not like 100% sold on those. So, when not tented, let's find out. I don't think they have a list for that. $19. Not bad. Again, this is more of like a personal preference thing, guys. About 18.8 actually. Sorry. Just so everyone knows too, when I talk about front heights, just so we can make it clear, lower than 20 is my personal preference. I actually like between 17 to 19 millimeters. Obviously, you guys can have different preferences. I just feel like for me, it's the most comfortable. It doesn't make it a good or bad keyboard. I do think when it's like egregiously high, it becomes a little bit tough to type on for anybody. But I feel like these are like the common specs of what I enjoy, you know? But why are mag connectors more prone to failure? It's not so much prone to failure. Imagine this, right? Imagine enough that you lose one of these. And you're like, damn, I cannot find this. And let's just say you're like, well, I have a whole bag full of USB-C connectors. Well, you can't use them. You have to go buy this exact same connector, which could be more expensive, could not be more, but I don't really know. So it's one of those things where it's like you really have to weigh your options when you have a proprietary piece like this. So I love the look of this. I'm a creamy keyboard girly, but just wondering what plate you would choose. I think I would honestly pick the aluminum. I think the aluminum is my favorite in this, but I also have a soft spot for aluminum and gasket mounts like this. I think it sounds amazing like this. So nice. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate you, man. But actually, Thunderous, if you're looking for like more of a creamy sound, probably go with a plastic plate to go with it. But I do think the aluminum sounds the nicest. Not that I've tried the other one, actually. I should clarify that. But typically, I do find aluminum to be the nicest. Looks expensive for a single purchaser. Hopefully they sell them separately too. Yeah. You know, they should even, I don't know how much these actually cost, but like if they were to include one extra cable in the bag, I think that would be very, very like nice. Just in case something happens. I'm gonna still get it. And someone asked, do I prefer the Ergo or this? Damn, dude, that's a tough call. I think visually, in a lot of ways, I prefer... I'm gonna keep it a buck. I kind of prefer the Ergo visually. But you know what? If you're into a split, like what other competition do you have at the moment with this many feature sets? Canon Keys has released a few things, but like, you know, and I love Canon Keys stuff, but honestly, there's been nothing that even competes with the features you get in this in the split space that I've seen. Again, I'm not a hardcore split user, but the stuff that's come through my door, I don't think I've seen even something that holds a candle to this, feature-wise. So, pretty nice project. There's not much I can really pick at here. You know, when it comes down to some other concerns people had, which are very valid, how long will these last before they become like unusable? I don't know. We'd have to really check. I did watch another reviewer kind of go back and forth and just open this for a few minutes and nothing happened. But I mean, it's only like a very limited test. We'll have to see though. Very, very awesome. Very cool project. They've really thought of everything with this. I feel like they didn't really leave anything in the wind, with the exception of those cables. As far as splitboard goes, this is probably my favorite that I've seen with the few flaws I've noticed. Yeah. What flaws do you think you noticed, Rach? Are we kind of on the same page? Ideally, an Ergo, so I'm hyped for this. I mean, the price point's really good. $285 is amazing for this. I think this is one of the more refined splits I've seen. Yeah, and again, even when it comes down to QWERTY like design language for their QK lineup, I am very pleasantly surprised. I feel like they took some inspo from their Neo lineup and then kind of mixed it in with the fun stuff that QK has been doing with their other lineup. So I very much appreciate this board for that. Okay, I want to take off this film here. Wait, is this the one with the film, or is the other one the one with the film? Oh, this is the one with the film. Goddamn. A pod like an artisan tray? You know, okay, obviously this is not a real criticism for this, but if they had made like 2 little artisans that can sit right over here, I think they would have won some people's hearts with that. Like, you know, just a little tray where you can just put 2 little artisans or something. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Liquid. That would have been really neat. They could have won some people's hearts for sure with that one. I agree. Also, the 8K polling rate, I don't know how that's important that is to you guys, but 8K polling rate's pretty nice. Again, I don't really feel like there's a use case for me as a pretty average user, but you know, it is what it is. What else? Was there anything else we need to really cover with this? I don't think so. I think this is pretty much covered. I think we've literally looked at everything. Apparently, I mean, this is new. Supports wireless key configuration, which is awesome. That's cool too. Yeah, not really much else. There's probably, they said there's going to be additional accent badges, pod knobs, and center buttons available for purchase, but I don't know what those look like. Again, TBD with a lot of this stuff, or TBA, I should say. How symmetrical are each side? Like if you stacked them? Oh, that's a great question. Oh, geez. I mean, let me actually turn this off before I do this so I don't have like a bunch of random things shouting at me. Pretty identical, I'd say. Like, that's pretty... Yeah, I'd say like pretty symmetrical when it comes to the shape of these things. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I feel like it is. Again, the other thing I really like about this is even for people who don't care about Alice boards, you could just literally, if you guys are touch typists, you could just literally type like this. Like, that's the other really neat thing about this board, is it's done in such a way where you still get a little bit of an Alice kind of arch, I guess, but you can kind of just put them together. I don't mind the buttons. Like, I really don't. They're just for changing some RGB, I guess, right now, but I don't know. I don't mind them. I don't hate that they're there. Like, they're not really quick to access, though. You'd have to like take your hand off the keyboard to do it. But I'm assuming you can, but I will get more confirmation on that afterwards. I will triple confirm with QWERTY Keys and the team there. Cool. I'm sold on this personally. I think this is awesome. Very cool. There's, again, and if people want comparisons, there's not really much to compare to. So, in the few other splits we've tried, I feel like this kind of blows this out, everything else out of the water for me. So, all right. I hope we can. I want to use it as a play button. I hope so too. I don't see why not. We can do it with the other board there, the Polygon 7. So I don't see why you couldn't do it with this. Would look gorgeous with retro mix lights. I think so too. All right though, guys. Let's go find someone to raid. That was pretty much the stream. Very, very impressed with this. Very cool project. But yeah, let's go see who's online. Let's see. Thanks for the stream. Good night. Dude, thank you guys for all coming. Love you guys. I just need a cold shower after chat's behavior. No, I'm probably just gonna make some food, and I feel like tonight will be one of those nights where I don't know what I want to do. So I might actually sit in bed while I try to figure that out. But I'm probably gonna clean. So, alright guys, have a good one. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. We're building another class, or sorry, the MM Studio board, one of the class series boards. The Class 65v3, I think it's on now. Very excited. I love MM Studio stuff. Been great. So take care, everybody. Love you guys, and talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.